Welcome back. As U.S. troops left Afghanistan this week, the country's oldest war came to an end. But now what? Where does the relationship between the U.S. and Afghanistan go from here? To talk more about this is Ches Thurber, a political science professor at Northern Illinois University. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Thanks for being here. We got a lot of questions here. We've only got 3 minutes to talk. So it seems like it wasn't that much of a surprise to finally pull out of Afghanistan. President Trump talked about it. Biden talked about it. They worked on it. But the way it was handled, was that a surprise at all?
No, there was no easy way of getting out of Afghanistan. It was going to be ugly no matter what. That's why Presidents Obama and Trump were so reluctant to actually carry through with it. And I think once the U.S. was going to get out, there was no way of doing that in a way that wouldn't eventually result in the Taliban taking power. What I think caught almost everybody off guard was how quickly it happened. That on paper, the Afghan military had more soldiers, was better trained, better equipped. We thought it would take several months, maybe even a year, for the Taliban to be able to take control of the country.
When in reality, it was, what, a week?
It was just a couple of weeks. And I think what we saw happen kind of makes sense in hindsight, that Afghan soldiers, seeing the U.S. pull the plug and get out, think that they didn't have a chance, decided that it wasn't worth risking their lives and continuing to fight just to avoid the inevitable.
So what now? The Taliban's taken over. Will we be able to have a relationship with them?
You know, we've seen American officials start to develop relationships with senior Taliban leadership. This started under the Trump administration with the negotiations over the withdrawal in Doha. And we've seen it continue over the last few weeks with contacts between senior Taliban leaders and military officials trying to coordinate this effort to airlift Afghans out of the country. So I think we'll try to see that continue, especially if there are opportunities for joint efforts to fight groups like ISIS in Afghanistan. However, I think the U.S. government's going to be very reluctant to offer formal diplomatic recognition to the Taliban or to engage too heavily with their government unless we see major changes in how they operate on humanitarian grounds in terms of their treatment of women from what we saw from them in the 1990s.
How does this affect our national security here in the United States?
I think the one thing of major concern is how the Taliban are going to interact with major terrorist organizations such as Al-Qaeda and ISIS that have the goal of attacking the U.S. homeland. Now, ISIS and the Taliban are enemies. They fight each other, and so I think there's potential for cooperation there. And then part of this diplomatic negotiations has been to try to get commitments from the Taliban not to offer support to Al-Qaeda, with whom they have a much closer relationship. And I think that remains to be seen what happens on that front.
Okay, great. Well, for more information, visit chesthurber.com. Thanks so much for being with us this morning and giving us that insight. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Stay with us. Good Day Sunday. We'll be back after a quick break.